Alright, this is going to be the overview for Module 6. You'll see the checklist in the next day or two come up here under the news items. So let's go ahead and look at Module 6. This is the last major unit you have for web design. Okay, so if we scroll down, we'll see Module 6. If we look at the overview, which is this right here, we're recording it now. So with this module, what we're going to do is we're going to explore web technology careers and simulate the design planning process of web design professionals. Team collaboration and customer interactions are emphasized as students plan a website projects for an organization. So let's look at this project and then we'll come back to our overview. Because if I explain the project, it will make a lot more sense what we're doing throughout the unit. For your project, you are going to use ExpressionWeb or another web authoring program to create a website. So your website this time is going to be on a school or community issue. You'd identify an issue that might be aided by a political action, such as a bigger student parking lot, changes in lunch menus, greenhouse emissions. You could do schedule change. I've had students do it on advisory. I've had students do it on extracurricular sports. So you just come up with any issue focusing around your school. You can also do a community issue that you're interested in, or any other issue that's current that you are interested in. Or for your project, you can make a web page for a school, club, or community organization. So you create a website for a club or organization in your school. And that could be the DECA, football team, chess club, environmental club. If you wanted to do something for a community that you're doing, if you're involved in a club or an organization within your community, that would be great. You can also do it for a professional team if you wish. For this, your client would be the head of the organization. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create an index page containing at least 4 to 10 sentences describing the subject of the website. And the relevant information should include the history and or subject of the purpose, and you should also have a value proposition. We'll go over that. That's one of your lessons. And then you can read through the rest of these. You will need to include a widget, an embedded widget, or a video about your subject. So for example, I'll show you some examples. Actually, let's look at those examples right now. So read through this. Here's the rubric, which is this rubric right here. This is going to be worth 120 points. Go through this rubric and make sure that you include everything in this rubric in order to get the full points. If you have any questions, please contact me before you turn in your web page. So let's look at some examples. So here's one a student did last year, and they made a banner. So you're going to have to make a banner, ExpressionWeb. You're going to have some images on there. But the problem is where did the paper towels go? So last year at Liberty High School, they took away the paper towels and they put in hand dryers or hand sanitizer. So they have their welcome page, and then they have more information about their page, and this is a graphic that they created. And then they have an opinion, and then they have some more opinions, and then they have their widgets. And with this widget, they used a video from CNN. So you can embed a video, and there's a whole lesson on how to embed videos in different widgets. So you'll see this website has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. You're required for 4 pages. One thing this website is missing is on their home page, they need to have 3 extra links to external websites concerning their subject. You can look on the rubric, it has more detail on what the websites should be. Here's another example. This is just about a video game that somebody was working on or built or played. So here's their home page. Notice they have the header, and notice they also have a banner up here. They have embedded a calendar widget, which fits the requirement for their widget. They have game mechanics. It tells you about the game, and then the idea, and then about the actual game and how you can get the game. Again, they have a graphic that they made, and they had another graphic. So you're going to need at least 3 graphics for this website, and again, this student is missing the 3 external links. Alright, and here's the final one that I thought was pretty good. This is about gas prices, and they have their header, and then they have a brief description, which also includes their value proposition. They have some graphics that they've created, and over here they have their navigation. So if we look, they have a navigation to the school website. Here's their home page. Here's the effects. So there's a page of how this affected them. Here's another page about the facts, and here's their widget. Now, this one probably is not supported anymore since it's an older website, so that's okay, but they did have a widget embedded. And then they included their external links in their navigation. The only problem with this site is some of these links, the rollovers don't work, so that'd be a minor deduction in points, but otherwise they met all the requirements of the project. Alright, so let's go back to the overview. So here is the overall goals for the unit. Here are the overall questions, and then this video will be going down here. So the team approach. This is your first lesson you're going to read what you're going to learn, read the questions. Here are the PowerPoints. I have the PowerPoints, notes, and video, and also the videos embedded below. Customer-centered design. This is where your first assignment comes in. Again, look at what you're intended to learn, look at the questions, and then here are the PowerPoint, here are the notes, and here's the video. And these videos for this unit are just a video of me speaking and explaining the PowerPoints. You have 3 assignments with this lesson. The first is a customer-centered design. When you open it, it takes you to a Dropbox, and you can either open the PDF file, write the PDF file, and scan it back to a computer and submit that file here, or you can open the Word doc, save it to your computer as your last name, and you'd fill in, with text fields, you'd fill in these little circles. You do not need to do this bottom circle down here. You don't need to do this circle, right? Oh, I can't. It's this circle right here. You do not need to do it. And you're doing this not on your school website, but on the website for your project. So this is help you to plan for your project. Okay, and when you draw a sketch column, I explained it in the PowerPoint, so make sure you look at that. Your next assignment is website usability and accessibility. You're going to look at 3 different sites, and you're going to rate them, and then you can provide evidence and supporting material for how you rated each site. It's a quiz, so it does take a long time. Make sure you have scheduled enough time to finish this quiz in one setting. The client interview. This is an interview you're going to do with yourself, and I'm your client, and you're going to go ahead and fill out this client interview to the best of your ability. Save it. You can save the Word doc, type in it, and then submit it back to this Dropbox, or you can do the PDF file, write on it, and scan it, and submit it back to this Dropbox. But you're going to go through and answer all these questions. Again, this is for your site that you're going to create. Okay, so they have some information here. And you can tell me about the look and feel. You can tell me about the background color and accents. You can tell me about your preferred layout. You can tell me some styles you're going to use. And some of the stuff I've included for you. Like I said, each page must contain a banner which is created in Expression Design. Remember, you must own the copyright permission or have owner's copyright for photos. And so let's go ahead and read through this. Tell me what kind of navigation you're going to have. Some of it's answered for you, and then here's more details on your project. If you have any questions, please email me or call me. Alright. So those are the assignments for this lesson. Let's look at the development process. Again, we have your objectives, what you're going to learn. questions that I want you to think about. You have the PowerPoint, the notes, and the video, and you have 4 assignments with this lesson. They are not very long, so don't worry. You're going to do a value proposition, which is a drop box, and you just follow these instructions. Okay, and I explain what the value proposition is in the PowerPoint, so make sure you watch that video. You're going to do a sitemap. Okay, it tells you how to do a sitemap. It's also explained in the video. You're going to do a storyboard, and you're going to do a wireframe. These are all different Dropbox assignments, all worth 10 points. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40 points here that you can get for this class pretty easy. If you have any questions after watching the PowerPoint video, or this video down here, make sure you give me a call or email me. Our next lesson deals with refinement. It talks about how you refine your website. It's like the drafting process in English when you write a rough draft and how you refine it. Again, the video down there. The next lesson talks about the differences between writing for an English teacher and writing on the web. So this is a good one to look at, and there's going to be questions on your quiz at the end of this unit, which will be due after Thanksgiving, about each of these units. And your last one is the widgets and more, and this is where you learn how to embed an interactive tool into Expression Design. I'll show you how to embed widgets or a photosynth or a YouTube video. Oops, I need to link this one. This will be a link to your major project that we did, and it's worth 120 points for this assignment for your major unit project. Okay, so if you at any point during your project, if you want to send me a zip file, I will look at your project and give you feedback. But again, we have the PowerPoint about interactive tools and notes, and then we also have the video. And that concludes the overview for this unit. Should be a fun unit. I'm looking forward to seeing your work. And after this is your final assignment for this class, which is your final. So again, have any questions, please email or call me.